Let's get right to it. All right, check it out. Let me see. All right. Let's give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Rashah. Double honor to the apostle brothers, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the hope of the elect. Shalom. So the lesson is the evil man seek out his wickedness, right? The evil man. So we're gonna get right in this video. Not make it too long. Just go right to the points and bring it out. So let's go right into it. Okay.
Cannot hide away from human population growth because, it underlies so many of the other problems. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago.
So this is a precision tool that now allows us to take this protein RNA complex and introduce it into cells or tissues to correct mutations at sites where we know there's a deleterious change in the genetic code. So I wanted to show you an example of how this can be utilized. This protein complex can actually be injected directly into fertilized eggs of a mouse. And in the experiment you'll see, we're targeting a gene that is responsible for the black coat color in mice. And so normally these mice have beautiful glossy black coats, and once we make this targeted change, we then implant these edited eggs back into a female mouse, and when she gives birth to pups, you'll see that the pups are now mostly white. And the remarkable thing about this experiment is that when these mice grow up, you can test them and show that every cell in the body has this single genetic change that gives rise to the white coat color, but otherwise they're absolutely normal. So they are normal mice, no mutations elsewhere in the genome. This is a type of experiment that used to take at least a year to create a mouse like this, and now it can be done in a few weeks and by people that don't have to have special expertise.
All right, Shalom.
So you see. So let's get right to the scriptures. Let's go to Job. Chapter 18, verse 5. Job 18, verse 5, it said, "Yet the light of the wicked should be put out, and the spark of his fire should not shine." Right, should not shine. Job chapter 18, verse 5. Yet the light of the wicked should be put out, and the sparks of his fire should not shine. Verse 6, the light should be darkness in his tabernacle, and his candle should be put out with him. Right, his candle should be put out with him. Verse 7, the step of his strength should be strengthened, and his own counsel should cast him down. Right, should cast him down. Let's read it again. Job 18, verse 7, the step of his strength should be strengthened, in his own. Let me look that word up. Hold on for a minute. Okay, move on. All right, was that Joe?
Straightened.
Yeah, messed it up. Yeah, what did it say?
Impoverished.
Impoverished, a person who are made poor.
Poverty-stricken.
Poverty-stricken. All right, move on. Let's go again. Job chapter 18, verse Yeah, verse 7. It say, the step of his strength should be as straightened, and his own counsel should cast him down, right? His own counsel should cast him down. For he cast unto the net by his own foot, and when he walked upon it, a snare, right? A snare. Let's read again, Job 18, verse 8. For he is casting unto a net by his own foot, and he walked upon a snare. The gang shall take him by his heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Verse 10, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Verse 11, terror shall make him afraid on every side. He shall drive him to his feet. Right, drive it to his feet. Job 18, verse 21, surely are the dwelling of the wicked, and this is the place of him that know not the Most High, right? To him that know not the Most High. Job 18, verse 15. He should dwell in his tabernacle because it is not of his. The brimstone should be scattered upon his habit. Verse 16. His roots should be drained up beneath and above should his branches shall be no. Again, Job 18 verse 6. His roots should be drained up beneath and above should his branch be cut off. Verse 17. Remember, shall he perish from the he remember shall he perish. Shall perish from the earth. He shall have no name in the street. He should be driven from the light into darkness and chased out of the world. Job 18, verse 21. Surely are the dwelling of the wicked, and this is the place of him that know not the Most High. That know not the Most High. All right, move on. Psalms 2, verse 2. Psalms 2, verse 2. The king of the earth set himself and the ruler and taking counsel against the Lord and against his anointed. Say, let us break the bonds and sinner and cast away their cords from us. Right? Let's read again, Psalms 2, verse 3. Let us break the bonds of sinner and cast away their cords from us. He that sat in the heaven shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Right? The Lord shall have them in derision. Move on. Let's read again, Psalms 2, verse 3 again. Let us break the bonds of sinner and cast away their cords from us. He just sat in the heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Psalms 3, verse 7. It say, arise, O Lord, save me, O my power, for they have smite all my enemies upon thy cheekbones. They have break the teeth of the ungodliness. Salvation belong unto the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shah, blessed is upon thy peoples. We again, Psalm 33, verse 7. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my power, for they have smite all my enemies upon the cheekbones. They have broke the teeth of the ungodliness. All right, what else? Psalm 57, verse 9. Where is it? Psalm? Yeah, 9. Oh, let the wicked come to an end, but establish a just for the righteous. Power try the heart And when verse 10, my defense is of the Most High. He would say the unright in heart. The Most High judge the righteousness, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Right? He's angry with the wicked every day. Verse 12, he turned not, hold on. If he turn not, he whet his sword, he bend his bow, and make it ready. He had also prepared for his instruments of death. He had ordered his arrow against the persecutor. Behold, he traveled with iniquity. He had considered mischief and brought forth falsehood. Right, brought forth falsehood. Psalm 7 verse 14. Behold, he traveled with iniquity, and he considered mischief and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and dig it, and he fall unto the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head. His violence shall come down upon his own plate. Right? Psalm 7 verse 14. Behold, he traveled with iniquity. He had considered mischief and brought forth falsehood. All right, let's go to what's up? Let me see, what's that? Psalm 9 verse 5. Yeah, Psalm 9 verse 5. That have rebuked the heathen, that have destroyed the wicked, that have put out the name forever and ever. Verse 6, O thou enemy, destruction are coming to the perpetual end. They have destroyed the cities, mine is perished with thee. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment. He shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall manage judgment to the people in unright. The Lord also be a refuge to the oppressor, and refuge into the time of trouble. And they shall know that the name will put their trust in thee, for the Lord Yahweh is not forsake them that seek thee. Let me see, that's all I want. Psalms 9 verse 17, the wicked shall be turned unto hell, and all the nations that forgot the Most High. Verse 18, for the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Oh, let me see something. Let me see, what's that? Yeah.
Expectation.
Yeah, I said it right. So let's move on. Psalm 9 verse 19. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail, let the heathens be judged in thy sight. Right, in thy sight. Psalm 9 verse 20. But put them in fear, O Lord, let the near nations may know themselves to be but man. Psalms 10 verse 15. How much time we got? Okay, 13. Psalm 10 verse 15. Break the arm of the wicked, and the evil man shall seek out his wickedness till they find none. Psalms 10 verse 15. Break the arm of the wicked, the evil man seeking out his wickedness till they find none. The Lord is the king forever and ever. The heathens are perished out of his land. The Lord hath heard the desire of the humble, and would prepare the heart, they will cause their ear to hear, to judge the fathers and the oppressor, the man of the earth may no more oppress. I'll keep this. Okay, Isaiah 55. Hold on for a minute.
date?
What? Who? No, I can ask me what the day tell you. I'm talking about the day that's gonna be on the 27th. Okay, yeah, look.
Let's go to Psalms 55, verse 23. Psalm 55, verse 23. But the old power shall bring them down unto the pit of destruction. Bloody deceit man shall not live out of half of his days, but I will trust in thee, right? I will trust in thee. Psalm 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall suddenly, he shall thee. Hold on. I messed that up. Let me read that. What's that? Isaiah.
Sustain.
Yeah. Comfort, help, and assist. Psalm 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteousness to be moved. Right. Read again. Psalm 55, verse 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But the old power shall bring them down to the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceit man shall not live out of half his days, but I will trust in thee. All right, let's get a couple more. All right. Well, let's get let me see. Isaiah 64, verse 2. It said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the instruments, the works of iniquity, who whet his tongue like a sword and bring a bow to shoot arrows in bitter words. In verse 5, they accommodate themselves, always miss. Incarnate themselves in the evil matter, they are come. Hold on. Yep, I'm messing up here. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Psalm 54, verse 1. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They come and lay snares. They are privately say, who shall see them? Psalm 54, verse 5. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They are comely and laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity, their comments diligently, search about the inward thoughts of every one of them, and their heart is deep. But the Most High should shoot at them with the arrow, sudden should they be wounded. They should be wounded. That's it on that one. Move on. Let's get a couple more. Let's go to Isaiah 26, verse 10. Isaiah 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of unright? Will he deal unjust and will behold the magic of the Lord? Right? He will not learn righteousness. Will not learn righteousness. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, close out scripture. Never trust thy enemy, for like his honest rutted, so is his wickedness, right? Never trust thy enemy. Ecclesiastes 12, verse 6. No, Sirach chapter 12, verse 6. Enemy speaks sweet with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw you into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. And if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and thou he pretend to help thee, yet should he amaze thee. He would shake his hand and clap his hand. No, he would shake his head and clap his hand. He weep much and change his countenance. Right? Sirach 12 verse 6. Never trust thy enemy, for like his honest rusted, so is his wickedness. That he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, as I shall be unto him if I have wiped a looking glass, and I shall know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, let he will have overthrow thee. He stand up in the place, another let him set at thy right hand, that he seek to take thy seat, and that at the last remember my words and be partaken therewith. Right. What else I got? That should be it. Get a couple more. We see what else. Oh yeah, let's go to Psalms. Nope, this ain't open. No, let's go to Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah 13, verse 23. Jeremiah 13, verse 23 is say, can an Ethiopian change his skin of a leopard his spot? They may also do good. They are accustomed to do evil. Right, they are accustomed to do evil. Let's read that again. Jeremiah 13, verse 23. They are accustomed to do evil. Hold on for a minute.
Accustomed.
Custom.
Customary.
All right, Jeremiah 13, verse 21. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots, that he may also do good? They are accustomed to do evil, right? To do evil. As I read that Isaiah, let me get back again. 26, verse 10. Isaiah 13, verse 10. Isaiah 26, verse 10. It said, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of unright? Will he deal unjust and will not behold the majesty of the Lord? Right? You know, see, let be favor to the wicked. Let favor be shown to the wicked. Yet he would not learn righteousness. Right? He would not learn righteousness. So let's move on. Yeah, he would not learn righteousness, as you see here.
Cannot hide away from human population growth because, you know, it underlies so many of the other problems. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago.
So this is a precision tool that now allows us to take this protein RNA complex and introduce it into cells or tissues to correct mutations at sites where we know there's a deleterious change in the genetic code. So I wanted to show you an example of how this can be utilized. This protein complex can actually be injected directly into fertilized eggs of a mouse, and in the experiment you'll see we're targeting a gene that is responsible for the black coat color in mice. And so normally these mice have beautiful glossy black coats, and once we make this targeted change, we then implant these edited eggs back into a female mouse, and when she gives birth to pups, you'll see that the pups are now mostly white. And the remarkable thing about this experiment is that when these mice grow up, you can test them and show that every cell in the body has this single genetic change that gives rise to the white coat color, but otherwise they're absolutely normal. So they are normal mice, no mutations elsewhere in the genome. This is a type of experiment that used to take at least a year to create a mouse like this, and now it can be done in a few weeks and by people that don't have to have special expertise.
All right, Shalom.
So you see. So I'm going to close it out right there. So we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, done unto the apostle brothers and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hope for elect. Shalom.